Welcome back, ladies and gents. It's up the Humbugs time. Back with HalsteadTown, and the last episode was it was dramatic. We ended up beating Eastwood 2-2 in a penalty shootout to advance into Vars. After a game which we largely dominated, I'd say, for most of the game. However, the final sort of 10 minutes were quite what we call squeaky bum time. And a late equaliser in the 91st minute sent the game to penalties, of which Jack Cherry was our hero, saving the penalty against Tomlin to send us through. So we do have another Vars game coming up against HalsteadTown in the third round. But first, we've got two league games in today's episode: Athletic Newham and Tilbury. As you can see, we are back to full strength. Dutton and Simon Parson return in the middle together, yet to form a partnership, which is a bit odd. I guess the injuries and suspensions have sort of hindered that. However, we've got partnerships appearing all over the pitch, which is good to see. Not much rotation happens at this level, to be completely honest. One, we don't have the depth to rotate as much, and two, you don't really need to. The games come thick and fast, but the players, they're not doing as much training, so they're not as fatigued as players at a higher level. I think we do two training sessions a week, maybe three, and it's not really intense either. So this is the team going into today against Athletic Newham. Away from home, we are going to be playing positive. We've been doing this recently, and we just seem to be dominating the early game. I might have to think about changing it in the late game, as that's where we're struggling at the moment. Okay, here we go. Athletic Newham come into this game with 3 wins in their last 5 games. Us the same. However, we have drawn 2 of those games. Athletic Newham have lost. We are currently, I think we're like 7 or 8 games unbeaten, which is a club record. There's the table as it stands. Saffron Walden and Little Oakley having a torrid time at the bottom. Hopefully we can extend our good run and move up into a playoff position today. Okay, first highlight of the game, and it's Melligan on the ball. Melligan finds a forward pass to Simon Parson. Simon Parson back to Melligan. Running out of options. He might get a ball into the box. He does. Dutton's there, and Dutton denied by the keeper. Oh, wait, who? Gilbert. I thought that was Joseph. Kane Gilbert scores off the underside of the crossbar. I want to see this again. I'm not too sure what happened. I saw the ball fall to Joseph and I sort of turned away. I just looked away from the screen for a split second. So here's Joseph. Oh, Joseph has volleyed it and it's hit Gilbert and gone in. I mean, that's the easiest goal Gilbert will score all season, but we'll take it. Throw in down in the attacking third. Ball into the box. Joseph rises high and heads it over, unfortunately. A great start from us. 8 minutes in, we are actually dominating the game. A corner now. Gilbert whips it in towards Joseph. Oh, I think it's been saved. Tell you what, Joseph is causing problems here. We've already got 4 players even on a 7+ rating. Gilbert whips in another corner, this time towards the back post, and it's cleared away for another corner. Can we make this one count? Duncan on this one. Duncan whips it in towards the middle, cleared away by Conrad, and the highlight comes to an end. Good early pressure from us. Okay, corner for Athletic this time. Kone to take. It goes in. It's an outswinger. It's headed away, not very far though. And now they've got another chance. Hughes back to Froggatt. Sandy, great touch. Oh, it's a really good first touch from Sandy to beat his man. The finish wasn't quite there. We're going to see another highlight straight away from the kickoff. They've actually got a player in midfield with a slight knock, as the game seems to stutter a little bit. I don't know why that's happening. But here's Barrow down the left-hand side, whips the ball into the box, back post. Oh, we just kind of stopped. We just watched that ball. Cherry watches the ball sail over him, thankfully. But our defence just seemed to stop. I don't know why. Just going to encourage the team. I feel like we need something just to keep us going and not... We seem to have taken our foot off the pedal, so to speak, towards the end of this first half as they come at us again now down the right hand side. Oh, boys, what is that? That is a terrible goal to concede. It's not even a good cross. The cross has come in, it's hit, I think that's Busby. It's hit Busby, bounced in towards Kone, who was actually in an offside position. Was he? He looks slightly offside to me. Get VAR in this league now. Another corner for us. Duncan to take. Whips it in towards Joseph. Joseph heads it over again. Needs to do some work on his heading, Mr. Joseph. He's great at everything else. Heading the ball, not so much. I've just noticed our XG is 3.12. How are we not scoring more goals? We are in such desperate need of goal scorers in January. As we get to half time, 1-1. I mean, if you just looked at the stats, you go, oh, it's like 5-0. No. I'm going to say I'm happy with the number of shots, but I'm going to tell the attackers that you've not been good enough in front of goal. It's worked. They're very happy with that. Let's move on. First highlight of the second half, and it's an athletic throw-in. Oh, they tried to slip in a ball behind for Kone. Kone seems to be one of the better players in this league. Maybe someone to try and tempt over to the black and white army. We will definitely have a look. I'll probably do a thorough episode or a couple of thorough episodes trying to find players who are the right fit as we go 2-1 down. That's his 28th goal of the season, by the way. I mean, they've got a player literally dying on the pitch and they've decided to carry on. And it's 2-1. I'm going to stick work ball into the box on because we're having a lot of shots. We are having a lot on target, but maybe working the ball into the box will encourage them to get a little bit closer and then have the shot. I want to hold off making any subs just yet. Joseph's having a terrible game, it has to be said. I thought he started really well. And it was actually his shot that led to our first goal. But a 6.2 rating. And we're trailing at the hour mark. Despite having more chances and a much higher XG. As Pavic does really well to win that ball though. Joseph now. Can he redeem himself into the box? It's a tame shot. It's terrible. What is going on? I've seen enough from Joseph today. Brooks is coming on. I trust you to make the difference. Make me proud. As Coco clears the ball away for a corner. Are we going to see this corner? No. Okay, another highlight. We've been dispossessed near the athletic penalty area, and now they can sort of come away. A lot of space in the middle there. Ball over the top for Kone. He's in. He's on a hat-trick. Can he cap it off? I hope not. Pulls it back. Cherry spills it. Oh. Cherry spills it, and Paris Sandy gets his third goal of the season. We have just fallen apart in this game. There's so much space in the middle. I wonder if we need to have a shift around in our formation slightly. Just thinking here. Do I bring Gilbert back? I mean, he can't really play as a centre mid. I'm going to do it though, just for this game. We're going to bring him back as a centre mid. Maybe advanced playmaker. And Dutton is fine on attack as well. Pavic. Maybe I bring him a little bit further into the game just by having him as a deep line forward, and then the wingers potentially could bomb on if he wins the ball. 65 minutes played. Again, our XG 3.28, and we are trailing 3-1. You can write this. Brooks has picked up a knock. He's actually picked up a knock. So, I'm going to bring on Ballard. We're going to go two up top. I'm going to bring on Ballard. He can be the deep line forward. Pavic can go back to being a poacher. Milligan. I'm actually going to bring Milligan back there. Put Gilbert back in an attacking midfield role. On support. And we're going to try this. I know it doesn't look like it makes sense. It probably doesn't. There's no one on the left-hand side. But I've got to give something a go. I need to try and bulk out that midfield because there's so much space through the middle. Let's see if that changes anything. We're going to go attacking as well. Encourage. Let's take work into the ball into the box off as well. 78 minutes played. If we can turn this around now, I mean, I'll be happy with the point at this stage. 10 minutes left to play. I've gone very attacking, and the formation is all over the place now. But time has run out. We're in the 94th minute. And they have made it. They've made it 4-1. Amazing. They've actually made it 4-1. It's an Antonio Duncan own goal. I thought that was over. I'm not even sure how he's managed to head that into his own goal. But he has. Kono with the free kick. Hughes with the header at the back post. And Duncan, to be fair, he's trying to knock it over the bar. And he's just headed it into his own goal. This could be probably our worst game yet. And I'm actually now considering dropping Cherry for a game. 4-1. Look at the stats. Oh, boys. I tell you what, January cannot come quick enough. Even in terms of just having players to rotate if someone is in bad form. And I'm quite deflated after that. Right, time for the second game of today's episode. This time against Tilbury, who are having a very good season. They're currently 4th in the league. I'm actually going to put us back to balance for this game. And I'm actually going to bring in Knowles. Wait, is it Knowles? Yeah. I'm going to change the keeper. I'm going to give Cherry just a rest. Maybe he's burnt out. Maybe he just needs a game on the bench. I feel like this is the way to go, definitely. He's not been great as of late. In terms of injuries, Brooks is fine. Gilbert looks fine. Joseph, fine to play. I think Brooks was the only one with a knock in that last game. But he looks okay to be on the bench and could come on at some point. Other than that, we're going to keep everything else the same. What I will do is just have Dutton on support and keep those front four on attack. Ideally, we'd want a win today. I would be happy with a draw against Tilbury, just because they're a team in form. I think they're currently unbeaten in quite a few games as well. They're setting a new club record, similar to what we were doing. So it's not going to be an easy game by any means. And maybe we want to sort of really test ourselves. Oh, look at that big red L. I don't like it. Oh dear. I need Jordan Pavitt to bang in a couple of goals today. I think we'll definitely be looking at a striker and maybe a couple of goal scoring wingers in January. Maybe even I mean, Gilbert's scoring a lot of goals, so that's kind of harsh. But Pavitt not really scoring as many as I would like. Sorry, Jordan. That was a miss, by the way. I don't know why I paused the recording there. I'm still not over last game. I'll be completely honest. Still not over the last game. Kind of speechless. It's taking it out of me, that one. Anyway. Play restarts. We do have the ball. Gilbert. Can we have a positive start in this game? Dutton finds Melligan on the right-hand side. Melligan into the box. It's cleared away. Simon Parsons does well to win the header. Gilbert doesn't win that one, but Busby is quickly onto the loose ball. Joseph, little shimmy past his man. Joseph pulls it back. Gilbert's there. And Kane Gilbert, for his 14th goal of the season, puts it into the back of the net, and we take the lead against Tilbury. What a goal that was. Lovely work from Joseph. Much better. Love that little turn. Gets to the byline, pulls it back. Gilbert's there. I mean, it's a standard goal, as you'll see. And a much needed positive start to the game for the Humbugs. Okay, another highlight. As things stand, we're currently up to 6th in the league if all the results stay the same. If we can just stay within the playoff places and strengthen in January, we might be in a very good position come the end of the year. As the ball's pulled back for Coco, and Giannis Coco, he only scores bangers. Only scores bangers. Look at that. What a finish that is. An assist from Dutton as well. Let's see that again. Here's Dutton. Gets into the box. Realises he can't pull it across. He pulls it back for Coco. And what a finish that is. Near post as well. That's an amazing and very clever finish. Keeper thought he was going across him. He's gone, no. I'm going into your near post. Very, very good goal. On our way to half time, and I'm sat here thinking, do I go defensive? Do I really try and protect this lead? We have struggled in almost every game in the last sort of month with the second half, losing our momentum and conceding goals and just doing silly things that we don't need to be doing. So I'm thinking now, do I go defensive early doors? I'm going to do it. Just because I really want to win again. I don't want us to concede. After that match, when was it? The match I conceded like 5 goals in 10 minutes. I don't want that to happen again. And it could. I must say, an hour in, and we're still looking very good. Very good value until now. Corner for Tilbury. It's headed away by Simon Parson. Pavitt also clears. They find a man on the edge of the box. Michael Pencil. Oh, sorry, Purcell. Not Michael. Michael Pencil. It's Michael Purcell. We're going to make changes, though, because we've got a couple of players looking quite tired. One of those is Preston. So I'm going to bring on Roberts in his place. And I'm going to... Ooh. I'm actually going to bring on... Ballard. Ballard for Pavitt. Just to give Pavitt a bit of a rest. Again, I feel like some of these guys are maybe feeling a bit burnt out with all the games being played. However, we don't have the depth to be rotating because we'll just suffer in terms of quality. So, just take it on the chin, boys. Corner to us. Duncan to take. He whips it in towards the middle and it's headed over by Coco. Looking for his second of the game. He's turned into a very interesting right back, Kokolakis. What a player. Simon Parson has the ball in the middle of the field. Finds a forward pass to Ballard. Ballard to Gilbert. Gilbert out wide for Joseph. This is lovely play. Joseph into the box. Shoots. And he's put it over. His composure isn't great, I've noticed. He gets himself into really good positions, but doesn't always make the right decision. Or he ends up rushing his shot. As Tilbury have a corner. Edwards to take. In towards the near post. Cleared away by Jordan Roberts. Back in. Cleared away by Joseph this time. And Milligan might get on the end of this. He does. Can we create something from this? Go Milligan. Back to Dutton. Dutton to Kokolakis. Kokolakis goes all the way back to Roberts. We're keeping the ball. That's okay. Coco. Ball over the top. Looking for Ballard. Doesn't quite find him. And Tilbury allowed to momentarily reset via their goalkeeper, who launches one up towards Donovan. Good head on for Miles. Miles is in. Shoots. It's just wide. I think Knowles had that covered. And I must say, I've not spoken enough about Knowles in this game, who has come in for Jack Cherry after a couple of poor performances. And actually, he's done very, very well today. How many saves has he made? I don't have the stat there to tell me, but he's got a 7 rating. So I assume he's actually made quite a few saves. I'm going to bring on Dennis in place of Gilbert and just bring him back and play him in the middle there. Deep line playmaker on defend. Let's make sure we hold on to this for the last 5 minutes. It's looking good. We will go ahead and waste some time. I don't even feel bad doing that anymore. 2 minutes of stoppage time as well. And it looks like it's... Oh, no, hang on. Tilbury. Oh, good header wave by Simon Parson. Copeland, Edwards, little 1-2. Ball into the box. It's a long, lofted ball. Milligan clears it. McQueen. Oh, it's a good effort. Lovely little 1-2 with a player inside the box. But it's over. And do you know what? Knowles had it covered as well. And there it is. Full-time whistle. That's gone so quickly. And we win against Tilbury. That's a great result. 4th place in the league they were. And they've come to Rosebery Lane and gone away with their tail between their legs. 2-0. Very, very good performance. Knowles, not bad in goal. The question is, do we keep him in goal or do we bring back Cherry? Let me know in the comments below. What would you do? Would you continue to play Knowles after a good performance, or would you bring back Jack Cherry, who is in this league and at this level rated 4.5 to 5 stars? Yeah, let me know what you would do. We're seventh in the league, 2 points off the playoffs. I must say it's quite close. We're only 7 points off top spot, which really is not that much, and that could very quickly change in this division. And we are heading into December, which means 1 month to go until transfer time. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and I will be back for... I think I'll be back for the Hoddesdon Town game. We had such an exciting Vars game out last time. I can't not cover the third round, so we'll be back for Hoddesdon Town and probably the Little Oakley game in the Pat Butcher Memorial Trophy. And then I'll probably play the rest off camera. I mean, let me know. That's something I was thinking earlier. I know I'm just going off on a tangent now, but something I was thinking earlier is, do you like seeing as many games as I'm showing you, or would you rather me do what I try and do and like do 2 games a month and then play the rest off camera so we get through the season faster? For me, I'm not about pace. I don't want to get through it really, really fast. I think it's more interesting and more in depth if we follow it like I'm doing now. But ultimately, it's you guys watching it. So if you want me to try and play a little bit more off camera and bring you updates regarding that, let me know. Alright guys, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next episode.